Today I'm going to be reviewing this Panlong OBD2 scanner with oil reset that was recently sent to me by the brand. So I'm going to go ahead and get it out of the box and plug it in here on this vehicle, show you exactly what it's going to look like and how it's going to work. So inside, it's actually going to come with a nice little storage case, come with the instructions as well, which you shouldn't really need as you'll be able to cycle through all of the different options. And then this is what the scanner is going to look like. So you can see it is going to be relatively large as I'm holding it here in my hand. You can see the exact size of it. So let me go ahead and turn the ignition on, and then you're going to plug it in. You're going to have a little plug that's going to be like right here on most vehicles. It'll be somewhere right underneath here. So let me go ahead and do that. Now, as you can see on this vehicle, I actually have the check engine light on. So I'm going to be using the scanner for that. You won't have any power to the scanner until you turn the vehicle to the on position on the key. You don't want it started, you just want it to the on position. Then you're going to plug it in. As I said, it's got that little plug outlet that's going to be right there. And then once you plug it in, then it will power up. So this is not going to need charge or anything. It's going to be pulling power from the vehicle. So I'm going to be using this OBD2. You can see the cord's kind of wrapped around that. I'm just going to click OK. And then it's going to pull up the information. I'm going to go ahead and click on read code. So now what this is going to do is it's going to read the fault code. Now I actually plugged this in and tested this out before I did it. So it'll normally take a minute to read the vehicle, but you can see that the code that I'm getting on this vehicle is a torque converter clutch malfunction, which is going to be the P0740. Now I can go sideways here to see if there's different codes. So there's going to be a temporary generic code. There's going to be an intermittent generic. So it's popping this code every now and again, which is true. Sometimes the check engine light will go off, sometimes it'll come back on, and then history, which is true. We've been having this issue with the check engine light going on and off for a couple of weeks now, and you can see that it's got that history on there. Now to go back, I'm just going to click on the exit. So I can erase the code if I wish, so I can do that. Ignition is on and engine is stopped, so it is not started. So that is correct. So I'm going to click on yes. And then it says erase fault code command sent. So I'm going to go ahead and click OK on that. And then it should erase the code from the vehicle itself. Now, obviously, if it's still kicking that code, then that code will come right back, which in turn will be, so you can see here history, I've got generic, and that's the only thing on. So it's not actively throwing a code, but it'll still stay on your history even after using this. You'd have to drive it like a certain number of times for it not to throw that code. So I'm going to go ahead and turn the vehicle off just to kind of show you that that's going to turn the power off to this. Once I've got that out, it will have power for a certain amount of time. So that's why that is going to stay on. But then after that time is over, then this is going to then power off. So the, you know how your like radio and things will stay on? This is still going to have that power for a minute or so afterwards, and then it's going to power off. Now, obviously, this has a ton of other options that you can use. I mainly just, I'm going to be using it for like if a light comes on, something like that, see exactly what the issue is. But you can check a ton of the other things with this as well, even while you're driving. All that's going to be explained exactly what it is in the user manual, but super easy to use, super easy to plug in. So it's going to have a really nice long cord. So you can see here, I've got it plugged in, and I can easily stretch it all the way out to up here without any issue. So maybe you're trying to get a read on something while you're going down the road. You can certainly do that, and it's still going to work because it's got plenty of long cord to be able to do that. So overall, definitely a great option now to get that code fixed here on our van.